Hello, beautiful person. Today I'm going to share with you 22 ways how to save money so it feels like money's falling down from the sky. Make sure you don't miss the last way to save money. I think it's the most important way. Number 1, use Zenni Optical to buy glasses. On ZenniOptical.com you can buy glasses for as low as about $7 per pair. It only costs about $7 for shipping. So I usually, every few months, I'll purchase about 3 or 4 pairs of glasses for about $30. The reason I need that many pairs of glasses is because I have 4 little children and we like to wrestle. Number 2, consider canceling your phone subscription. Nowadays, there's a lot of free or cheap alternatives where you can do Wi-Fi calling. For example, I have a Google Voice phone number and it's free to call in the United States and Canada. Or you can do a paid version for maybe $5 or $10 a month to do Wi-Fi phone calling. Number 3, use CAMELCAMELCAMEL.com to track prices of products on Amazon. So you can look up different products you want to purchase. You can put a desired price. You can see the price history. And when the price dips down, when they have a sale, you can make it so they will automatically send you an email that day so you can purchase the product at a good price. Number 4, change all of your lights to be LED. Something that normally would use up about 60 watts of electricity on LED might only use up about 8 watts. Number 5, this is one of my favorite ones. Eat whole wheat mush. Now, what is whole wheat mush? It is whole wheat kernels that you grind up into flour and you cook it. So it's boiled wheat flour. It might sound yucky to you, but it's actually really good. It tastes kind of like oatmeal and it is delicious with cut up, diced up apples and frozen blueberries. And you know what? You go to the store and you have to pay $2 or $3 per box of cold cereal and it only lasts, maybe 5 bowls of cereal. But whole wheat mush is very cheap. You can buy a big 50-pound bag of wheat and that gives you a lot of breakfasts. And it's super ridiculously healthy. Number 6, consider getting rid of your credit cards. Did you know that credit cards have very high interest rates? And contrary to popular opinion, you don't need to have a credit card to buy a house. My wife and I, we bought a house. We bought 2 houses and we never had a credit card. How cool is that? Number 7, turn down your thermostat on your central air or turn it up, whatever, depending on the season, and turn down your water heater thermostat. Just by doing that, you should be able to save a few bucks a month or more. Number 8, consider selling your car. You won't have to pay for gas, for car repairs, for auto insurance. If you live in a big city, consider walking or biking to where you need to go or using public transit. My wife and I, we had 3 children before somebody miraculously gave us a car. But you can totally get by without a car if you live in the city, if you're willing to walk places and bike places. And come home from the grocery store carrying like 20 bags of groceries. Number 9, shop opportunistically. Don't buy things based on what you want to have per se, but buy things based on what is on a good sale. And if it's a non-perishable item, consider buying a large quantity of those things when it's on sale. So for example, this week we saw gas for under $1.60 per gallon. That's a great way to shop opportunistically and fill up the gas tank. Number 10, consider shopping at thrift and surplus stores. At surplus stores, you might be able to buy some near expiration foods for a fraction of the price that they normally cost. For example, there's a surplus store near where I live in Missouri where you can buy a box of granola bars for like 25 cents. Number 11, consider moving to the central United States or to a cheaper place where home prices are cheaper, where there's low taxes, where you don't have to pay for a sprinkler system and $100 a month in the summer to water your lawn to keep it green. Number 12, consider canceling your subscriptions. Do you really need that magazine subscription, that newspaper subscription, that website or other service? Can you do it by yourself? Can you do without it? There's so many things that are free. Do you really need to pay for that? You can save a lot of money just by making a few phone calls and canceling subscriptions. Number 13, consider going vegan. Vegan is all the rage these days. I've tried it. I went about 2 weeks, I think, going vegan, and I felt amazing. And you know what? Meat and dairy often cost more than some of the other items when you go shopping. And by going vegan, not only will you save money at the grocery store, but you will also save money on future health bills because you'll be super crazy duper healthy. Number 14, don't pay for a storage unit. I think it's really silly to pay for a storage unit for long term. You know, if there's items that you're not going to use ever, you don't use, and you're just storing them because you want to, why not sell it or get rid of it? You could save, some storage units cost $100, $200 a month. That's a lot of money that you're wasting by having a storage unit. Number 15, get things used or free on Facebook Marketplace or OFFERUP. Number 16, consider painting your interior walls in your house white. That way you don't need as many lights. You don't need to have the light on. That's something that I am about to do at our house. Number 17, consider using disposable flossers. But did you know that disposable flossers don't need to be disposed? You can use them over and over for like a month or two. Some think that's a little weird, but I don't think it's weird at all. In fact, did you know that disposable flossers are like a cajillion times cleaner than a toothbrush after you wash them? Because they only have one thread instead of like a million threads. Number 18, plant a big garden. Now is a great time to plant during the spring. And if you have a big garden, you won't have to pay for vegetables. Zucchini, they grow like weeds at the store. They could cost quite a bit, but you put them in your garden, just throw out a seed or two, and they'll just like grow like weeds, at least here in Missouri. Number 19, consider buying food in bulk. Our church has a wonderful service. It has home storage centers across the United States and Canada, and it's got some pretty good prices on things like wheat and oatmeal. Number 20, pay your bills first. By paying your bills first, you will help yourself not to overspend and spend money that you really don't have. Number 21, consider utilizing government programs. I know this is a pretty touchy subject, but if you need the money and you're in the income bracket, you can benefit from a lot of things like Medicaid for health insurance, FAFSA Pell Grant if you are a struggling college student. There's a thing called WIC, I think, for women and children who need food assistance. There's also a lot of public schools that offer free lunch for children. And last but not least, number 22, give to others freely. Now you might ask me, how's that going to save me money if I'm giving to others freely? But let me tell you what, if you give to others freely, others will often give to you freely. Now that shouldn't be your motive, but by freely giving and by helping other people, you are building a network of support around you, of people that care about you, about your well-being. And if you're ever struggling, those are the kind of people that are likely to come out of the woodwork and to support you if you really need it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. These things are going to make it feel like money's falling down from the sky.